Have you ever had a small issue at work snowball into a huge problem just because no one spoke up early enough? That happens when communication isn't proactive. Today, I'm here to share with you 10 powerful phrases that will instantly improve your proactive communication, especially if you are working in a multicultural and in an asynchronous remote first tech environment. Welcome back to English for Tech Professionals. I'm Anna Contrabura, your English and effective communication coach. Now let's dive into these 10 phrases for proactive communication and also learn what it means to be a proactive communicator. What do we actually mean by proactive communication? Well, proactive communication is the habit of sharing information before someone asks for it. It's the habit of addressing potential problems before they become bigger. And it's a habit of keeping others updated so no one is left guessing or not knowing what's happening. In short, instead of waiting for others to come to you for answers, you take the lead, you become the boss, and make things clear in advance. Let's look at those 10 phrases that can help you communicate proactively. Phrase number one is I'm running, duration of the time, late. I'm running late. Use this when you arrive later than planned. It shows respect for other people's time when you use this phrase. For example, you can say something like, sorry, something urgent came up, and I'm running about 10 minutes late. We could start a bit later if it works for you, or we can reschedule. Apologies for the inconvenience. You see, my message is not just I'm running 10 minutes late. I'm actually explaining what happened, something came up, something happened, and then I'm suggesting what we can do. We can reschedule, we can meet later, and of course, I apologize. This is what your message should be like if you're running late. Phrase number two, a heads up about something. Now, a heads up means advance notice. Use it when you want to warn or inform people before something happens. Here's an example. I wanted to give you a heads up regarding the server maintenance schedule for this Friday at 10 a.m. It might affect your access, so plan accordingly. Also, in my example, in the message, not only do you give a heads up, but you also try to say what might happen, right? So remember, in English, the way English speakers communicate and the best way to communicate in the workplace, it's over communicating. And what is over communication, right? Over communication, it's when you share more information than you would normally share. When you over communicate, you help the other person understand more without asking more questions. So you save more time for yourself and for them. So whenever you are sharing a piece of information with someone at work, make sure you add as much detail as possible. This is what I mean by over communication. Phrase number three is a bit more formal. Please note, this is a more formal way to tell people important information they should remember, right? So heads up, it's conversational. Please note is formal. Here's an example. Please note, our office will be closed on Monday, July 15th for a company-wide training session. Now, please note is quite formal for day-to-day communication. So you will use this phrase not for a day-to-day communication, right? Or for a formal announcement. For example, if you are talking to your users and it's a formal message about something that is happening on your platform, you can say, please note. Or if you're writing a formal email. But if you're chatting with another software engineer, for example, please note is going to be a little bit more formal. With another coworker, you might want to use heads up instead of please note. Phrase number four, just so you are aware. Now, it's a semi-formal way to make sure people know about a change or update. Here's an example. Just so you are aware, the project deadline has been moved up by 2 days. Just so you know, just so you are aware. By the way, the project deadline has been moved up by 2 days means the project deadline is now 2 days earlier than before, than originally planned. Moved up by earlier, right? So it means earlier. Phrase number 5, I might need to do something. Use this phrase when you're thinking about doing something, but you're not 100% sure, right? So instead of saying, maybe I will do it, don't say it, because this is a non-native English speakers English. Native speakers say, I might need to do something. For example, I might need to format the servers for this to work, so it may take longer than usual. Phrase number 6 is so far I have. So far means up until this moment or up until now. And the whole phrase, so far I have, you can use it to update people about what you have done already so that they don't have to ask again. Before they ask, you tell them. For example, so far I have merged the code and initiated the deployment, but I hit an unexpected issue that needs troubleshooting. Now, here's another good phrase for you. Hit an issue, came across an issue, found an issue. Phrase number 7, I'm going to go ahead and do something if that's okay. Use this phrase when you want to check if your action is fine with the team before doing it to avoid potential problems. For example, I'm going to go ahead and run the update if that's okay. Now you just need to memorize the whole phrase. I'm going to go ahead and do something. Phrase number 8, thanks, working on it. Now, this is a quick way to say you have received the task and you are already doing it. Thanks, working on it. Now, here's an example. The menu stopped working on mobile. You receive this message, and this is what you can say. Thanks, working on it. Or you can just simply say, thanks, on it. I'm on it. I'm working on it. It's a shorter phrase. Phrase number 9, we'll look into it. We'll look into it. I use this phrase all the time, and you should use it when you can't fix something right away, but we'll check it later. For example, you can say something like, thanks for reporting the issue. I will look into it tomorrow. Or if you're looking into it right now, you can say, I'm looking into it right now. So you can just add the time. I will look into it tomorrow or later, or I am looking into it right now. So it depends how, like which tense you want to use with this phrase. But to look into something, it means to give it more attention and to investigate it, right? So to look into the issue, it's to investigate the issue. To look into the problem is to investigate the problem to find the solution. And finally, last but not least, phrase number 10, thanks for letting me know. I will get back to you by tomorrow, for example. You say the time. Now, use this phrase to say you got the message and you will respond with more details later. So use this phrase when you don't have the answer right away. For example, thanks for letting me know. I will review it and get back to you by the end of the week. When people reach out to you, when they contact you, when they reach out to you, they have a question, you don't have an answer, don't stay silent looking for the answer. You have to tell them that you don't have an answer and you will get back to them. Get back to them. You will respond to them later. That's what you have to do if you are a good communicator. Now tell me, do you see how these phrases that I have just shared with you help you prevent miscommunication, help you tackle issues early, solve issues early, and they also help you show respect for people's time. Now, that's the power of proactive communication. And if you want to learn more phrases for professional communication, if you want to improve grammar, if you want to strengthen your speaking skills, if you finally want to speak English fluently, check out our course, our flagship and the most popular course, English for Tech. Check the information and details in the description. And don't forget to like this video if you really liked it. See you in the next video.